What's up, guys? It's your boy Scott from King Queen Cichlids coming to you with yet another new video. Now before we get started, please consider hitting that subscription button, hitting that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a video or that Liz and I go on live. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up please. But if you didn't enjoy it, leave us a comment below letting us know what we can do to improve your experience at King and Queen Cichlids. Now with that said, today's video, the blue beast, that's right, the wolf cichlid, the rainbow bass, or aka the Parachromis Dovii. That's right guys, the king of the aquatic jungle, the Parachromis Dovii. So let me get my trusty Sony NEX6 out and let's take some really good footage of two of my Parachromis Dovii. I have two breeding pairs in 150-gallon tanks each. Come on, let's go have some fun. Let's take some footage of them. Back again in my fish room. I love to just chill in my fish room after a long day at work. I love always reading as much as I can about the cichlids that I keep, and none more intriguing and interesting than the Parachromis Dovii. I get every book that I can find. I try to pick them up whether they're old or new. I think it's fascinating to read and see how much we have grown over the years in our hobby. I think a lot of people forget that we have really advanced with technology in the aquatic hobby. So this is one of my favorite books, the Manual of Tank Busters. It is published by Tetra Press back in 1991, and it's really interesting to see how things have changed. I'll give you an example. According to this book, again published in 1991, despite, we're talking about the, and this is called the Cichlids Dovii. According to this, despite its predatory behavior, the wolf cichlid, or Parachromis Dovii, is very timid in the aquarium. Now I think you guys have seen from either one of my tanks that neither one of these Parachromis Dovii are anywhere near timid. They are aggressive fish, and they certainly have a lot of personality and swag to them. That's right, swag. Let's go on. Provide plenty of caves and low lighting levels. Feeding can be a problem with newly acquired fish. They often refuse anything other than live fish. Now again, that's completely false. I never feed my Parachromis Dovii live fish. In fact, they love pellets, even eat flakes. So again, this is a very outdated information. Make sure when you get books, guys, you look at the year that it was published and understand that some of this information is a little prehistoric and we've kind of come a long way in the hobby. And then the last thing I found kind of funny, especially since you've seen the footage of all the fry that I have in both of these tanks with the Parachromis Dovii pairs, is this: wolf cichlids rarely breed in captivity. That's right, that's what it says. Wolf cichlids are rarely breed in captivity, but there are reports of spawning when the fish reach about 5 inches. They prefer to spawn on a piece of rock with a slight incline and some cover, but will use any rock if there's no other choice. They may lay as many as 1,500 eggs, which is about right, so it will be necessary to cull many of the fry. Now, whenever I don't know about something, I have the pleasure, because I've been in so many different organizations over the years in the hobby, to be able to reach out to some really special friends. It's very nice that I can reach out to a Mo Devlin or a Rusty Wessel, or the next guy I'm getting ready to introduce you to, Chris Biggs. Now, Chris Biggs is a world-renowned speaker, very knowledgeable, has been keeping fish for many, many years, and is simply just probably one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. He just recently started his own YouTube channel called the Mad Aquarist, and I think there's no one better for me to reach out to than Chris Biggs and ask him for his thoughts and information on the Parachromis Dovii.
What's up, King and Queens? Hey, it's Biggs, the Mad Aquarist. Scott, you asked me for a little bit of info, little tidbits and stuff on one particular species, the Dovii cichlid. It's a fish that's near and dear to me. I know lots about it. We play with it a lot down south in Florida in one of the farms. We know that fish pretty well. So, Parachromis Dovii, also known as the wolf cichlid, or the Dovii cichlid, or Dow's cichlid. But if you're in any of those areas, they tend to refer to it as the rainbow bass due to its gorgeous colorations and stuff like that. This isn't a little cichlid. This is a big one, as I'm sure you're going to show everybody. These guys, these big boys, get up to be like 28, 30 inches in size without question. This was described way back about 1864 by Gunter. This is a gorgeous tropical species. It hails from Central America, hails from Honduras, Nicaragua, all the way through Costa Rica as well. It inhabits the lakes, it inhabits the rivers. It's extremely adaptable. It's highly a prolific cruise predator, lays massive clutches of eggs in the thousands to 1,500 without questioning for small pairs. This is a true guapote by nature, and it's highly specialized piscivore, meaning a predator, eats fish. They'll also eat clams and other crabs and crustaceans and things that they'll find, but their primary diet is going to be fish. And this piscivore actually definitely has the jaw structure, the jaw strength, and the musculature to really back it up. Dovii dominate their environment. They're absolutely the top dog, which makes them such enjoyable pets to keep in an aquarium because they basically just become large water dogs. They're extremely intelligent and they have incredible personalities. And I promise you, if you keep a Dovii for any length of time, they'll have you trained more than you'll train them. It's definitely not a community fish by any means, unless you have an absolutely large, the biggest aquarium you can imagine, 180s, 200s, 300-gallon tanks. Keeping them as a group or as pairs, eventually the harmony of that pair bond will often break, and you often find that even the female, which is going to be 1/5 the size, will often kill the male. It happens. Using the divided method, it's not for really pretty tanks, but the divided method that gives the female complete refuge from the male, that is often successful. Or if you're going to try and do a tank, because there is such a sheer difference in size between the males and females, using different sorts of pipes and rockwork and stuff like that, somewhere where the female can seek refuge from the male that he can't get to her. Regardless, it's a super cool, interesting, entertaining species to keep. And these things are going to live easily up to 20, 30 years if you let them. Scott's video is going to give you the idea saying, hey, I need one of these in my tank. They're awesome, awesome fish. Thanks for giving me the time, Scott. Take care.
All right, guys, we are back. Now that was, again, Chris Biggs, the Mad Aquarist. Link to his channel is below. You definitely want to hit the subscription button when it comes to Chris Biggs. He's going to take you around the world to places you've never seen before. Chris travels on a regular basis. He's at various fish farms around the country. He goes into factories that produce aquarium products. You're going to learn a lot by simply watching him every week. And he's going to produce videos, footage that you're really going to enjoy. He's going to educate you, and you're going to have a lot of fun while you're getting educated. So definitely check out Chris Biggs, the Mad Aquarist. So that about wraps it up for this particular video. I do have another request from you guys. If you could leave your comments below. This guy is called Loki, the largest of my Dovii, and this particular Dovii does not have a name yet. Yes, this male Dovii is a little smaller than Loki, so naturally I would have thought about calling him Thor, so I'd have Loki and Thor together. But he's smaller, so I don't want to call him Thor. If you had any ideas of a great name for this particular Dovii, let me see if I can get him in the picture because he's over there hiding. There he is. So if you can give me a name for this special guy, I would appreciate it. Leave your comments below, leave your ideas for a name, and the person that comes up with the best name that I select, we're going to send you a little goodie package that has a King and Queen Cichlids t-shirt and some really cool prizes from Seacrest Farms. Alright? Thank you so much, guys, for viewing. You didn't have to view us today at this particular time, but you did, and I greatly appreciate it. Again, consider subscribing to King and Queen Cichlids if you haven't already, and consider giving us a thumbs up if you like today's video. As always, guys, enjoy this hobby for all it's worth. Keep your hands wet, and stay tuned to King and Queen Cichlids. We're going to be live Sunday at 8 o'clock. We're going to the Bucks County Aquarium Society auction. Yeah. And when we get back Sunday night, we're going to talk about the auction and all the goodies that we picked up, as well as we're going to have a grand opening. My buddy Multi-Tanks, Chris from Multi-Tanks, sent me some original artwork, and I'm excited about unveiling it live on Sunday at 8, so definitely be there. Alright guys, thanks as always for viewing. See you next week. Well, actually, see you Sunday at 8. Bye-bye. Alright guys, I've been getting lots of questions and inquiries about how I took that footage of the Parachromis last week. I also did a lot of photos that I put up on Facebook and different social media places, and have just gotten a lot of good comments and rave reviews. So I just wanted to take a few seconds to talk about this particular camera I'm using. This is a Sony NEX. I absolutely love this camera. Got it at a steal, again, on Facebook Marketplace. That's where I get all my stuff as far as my YouTube equipment. I go to Facebook Marketplace and look for deals, and I got this. It was a steal for 80 bucks. It's a Sony NEX 6. And I don't do much vlogging with this camera. This camera is better suited for, especially with the lens that I have on it, it is better suited for close-ups in the tank. It's really good. It has a nice sensor inside that kind of helps with low lights, because I like to get the best effect. It's good to have a lot of lights off and just the aquarium lights, because it really makes the aquarium fish pop. And I really recommend the Sony NEX 6. It's a tremendous camera. And I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm really able to get some great shots and video with this camera. So that's what I use, guys. Hope you enjoyed the tip. Keep those lights out, leave the aquarium lights up, and your cichlids will pop. Your photos will be nice and crisp, as well as your footage. Alright guys, before we go much further, I did want to say one other thing, and that is thank you to each and every one of you guys who have subscribed to my channel in the last 3 to 4 days. I have jumped from just barely 2,000 subscribers to well over 2,200 subscribers, largely because of my friends John and Lisa from KG Tropicals. KG Tropicals gave me the opportunity to do like a 2-minute collaboration video about my biggest mistakes in the hobby, and ever since that video ran, I have been getting nothing but subscriber after subscriber. So thank you guys, new and old, who are watching this video right now, and a big thank you to John and Lisa from KG Tropicals for giving me the opportunity to be on your channel and to grow. Happy 100,000 subscribers to you guys. What a great celebration and victory for you guys, and I know it won't be long before you'll be hitting the 1 million mark. Keep doing what you guys do, and thank you so much for believing in a smaller channel and allowing me to be on your video.